So to me, a godly woman and a woman that I'm searching for is someone that believes the gospel. In today's world, we have the majority of churches that do not believe or teach the gospel. Look at your commonplace Reformed Baptist churches, your Paradox churches that are on every single street corner, especially this one in Fort Worth called Paradox Church. They love the Paradox. I don't know, something about the Paradox that they just love. But anyways, then you have your Catholic churches, then you have your Armenian churches. A lot of these churches, all these types of churches really, they conflate the law and the gospel. So, in today's world, fellowship amongst the gospel is very rare. And, to me, a godly woman is someone who simply believes the gospel. It's not about her pious good works, her what she's doing to charity, giving her money to charity. It's not about all that. To me, just if you believe the gospel, fellowship amongst the gospel. What is the gospel? The gospel message simply is about what Christ did on the cross to save his elect alone, his particular elect people. In eternity past, supralapsarian, in eternity past, God elected a certain amount of individuals. This is called the covenant of redemption amongst themselves. God the Father chose a certain amount of people in Christ that Christ would one day come into this world, he would come into the world one day and atone for their sins. And as a result of that, he saves them by his own righteousness. So that way, instead of them being accepted by God based on their imperfect righteousness, which God does not accept, the law only accepts perfection. It's not, I failed in one point of the law, therefore I'm good. No. The law tells us that we are sinners if we fail in one little thing. Even if you lied to your mother and you only did it once and you lived out the law perfectly, even if you lied once back in, I don't know, when you're 5 years old, that was the only sin that you ever committed, you would still be a lawbreaker. The only righteousness that God accepts is the righteousness of Christ. And only his righteousness makes us alive. Only his righteousness separates us, makes us distinct. Only his righteousness alone is the difference maker between lost and saved. So, I don't know. A pious woman to me is someone that believes the gospel message. So,